Hi humans. Hello from the Catalina foothills, the beautiful Catalina mountains, and I am here with my more than human friends, and you'll probably see some people in the background, and if we're very lucky we might see the species of the middle-aged man in Lycra. They tend to come past here. So this is the flow to go along with our thoughts on dorsiflexion, and this is the flow working from the floor. I have another flow for those of you who are working from a higher up surface, which might be better for your knees or whatever else is going on. So for this, you'll want, if you have a loop stretchy band, go ahead and grab it. I like the green for the amount of resistance that we're going to want to have because we're working with your feet. If you don't have a stretchy band, go ahead and you can tie up two knee socks together, or you could take a tie and tie it in a loop, anything that can make a loop. And then I have a slightly squishy playground ball, something that can give you a little bit of resistance that you can push into between your calf and your thigh, or to be pushing your foot in. You're not going to bear your whole weight on it, so whatever you choose to work with that. Everything that I say here is an invitation, yours to receive however you want. I'm going to give variations for lots of different needs and positions, and an invitation to remember that the most advanced variation is the one that's right for your body today. So sometimes if we're seeing that an idea that the most challenging variation in our mind is the one that we want to do, it might not be the most challenging one for you because your neurons aren't working at that particular groove. So it may be that a variation that looks challenging to you might be different from a variation that is challenging to somebody else. So pick the one that's really right for you. Let's go. Take your stretchy band. Wipe the dirt off your feet. And then take the loop, put the top of the band on the top of your foot. So you're top loading your foot so that if you look down at your foot, you can see the width of the band crossing the top of your foot. Take your other leg and put your foot inside the loop so that you feel the ball of your foot touching the width of the stretchy band so that you can feel your feet pull away from each other. And then from here, you can stay seated or you can start to rock back to your forearms. Flex your feet and find that dorsiflexion. You're going to want to let go of some of the resistance of pulling the band apart, but try to keep that if you can. And then from here, start to pull your thigh towards your chest. Nice strong pull. Start exploring this for yourself. And as you do, if you want more resistance, push your other leg out, and it's quite a bit of resistance. If you're starting to feel your shin in the top of your foot, keep that going, and now start to play with pronating and supinating your foot, so rolling your ankle in and out. And now can you coordinate that with also pulling the band in? So if you're right about here and saying, Claire, where I feel this the most is my hip flexor, each time you're pulling your thigh back, you're flexing your hip, which, thanks, hip flexor. So ask a question, get an answer. If you didn't ask the question, you have the answer. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, go ahead and sit yourself back up. Let go of the stretchy band for a minute and come to lying down with the playground ball underneath your right foot. Lay down on your back, reach your palms long by your side, fingertips reaching towards your toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under and peel your vertebrae away from the mat, feeling the unevenness of your feet. And then roll that back down bone by bone by bone, articulating through your spine. Let's try a few more. There's a flock of hummingbirds right overhead. It's pretty nice. And rolling back down when you're ready. Now, over these next 2, can you really push your right foot into the ball? Hopefully feeling your hamstrings start to connect in, plugging your hamstrings into your glutes. And what's happening here is that you're letting your nervous system know that your hamstrings, it's their job to support this. It's their job to feel your glute working to push your hips up. Next time your hips are up, keep them up. Can you pull your rib cage down towards the ground as you push your hips up using your glutes? The temptation might be to arch your back to get your hips up, which is a fundamentally different movement. I would prefer if you could work this, and it's not up to me to prefer, but to work your glutes, push your ribs down and then push your hips up with that globe of your glutes. Press your strong arms really strong down into the ground and actively press your head back into the ground. Weight the ball with your right leg and then see if your left leg can hover or lift up and tap back down. If you were like, nope, roll down and put your fists underneath your sacrum and try it there, or just lower all the way to the ground. All variations welcome. Try 4 more. This is terrible. 3, 2, I should have said 4 more like this. Lift that leg up and hold. Extend your leg. If you're working with your fists under you, great. From here, oh, this feels like death. Pull your heel in and release. In. I am not used to taking my own class. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your spine back down. A nice thing is happening. Grab your stretchy band again and put it over the ball of your right foot again. Hold on to the 2 sides of the stretchy band. And now from here, push the band up. You're not trying to pull back. You're trying to push the band up like you're yawning. And release. And try that a few more times as though you could feel your leg from the inside out. And what if the goal here wasn't to get your leg in any particular position, but if it was to feel your leg? Take the stretchy band and load it back the way you did in the beginning, with the top of the band on the top of your foot and the bottom of the band on your bottom of your left foot. Pull the band apart as you extend your left leg out long and strong. Flex your feet like crazy, dorsiflexing your feet. From here, fingertips reach to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Variation 1, head on the ground. Variation 2, tuck your chin to your chest. Everybody reach your palms long by your side. Lift from the inside out and start to pump your arms. The breath pattern here is inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Keep flexing your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Grab on behind your thigh, tuck your chin, and pull that shape in. Keep the flex of your feet and start to get some momentum to rock up and down. Can you keep the flex of your feet? And can you find the balance to stop the momentum? Try a few more. Whee. One more like this, and then roll that down. Place the stretchy band now on the bottom of your right foot. So now that foot is bottom loaded. And extend your left leg out. Totally okay to have a bend in your knee. Now pull the band really strong until your elbow can go towards the floor. And you're going to circle that leg in, around, and up. Just taking some leg circles here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then grab your other arm, or the band with your other arm. Can you keep your wrist still so that you find some wrist strengthening and stability? Circling the other way. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and give yourself one little tug in towards your face and let that go. And we'll do the other side with that. So now we go to your left foot, dorsiflexing, loading the band from the top, flexing your other foot, and bringing it to the bottom. Drop back to your elbows if you like, or stay seated. Keep the flex of your feet, and then start to pull your thigh in and release. Pull, release. You have the option again of adding in your other leg, pushing out to add more resistance. And as you go through the next few, can you start to roll your ankle in and out again in that supination and pronation? Try 6. If your back is arching here, press it towards the ground by pulling your abs towards the ground. And then can you find a little bit more lift through your shoulders? If not, you could even do this from lying down. Let's do 3, 2, keep flexing your feet if you've lost it like I have, and 1. Woo, let go of the stretchy band. Grab the ball and put it underneath your left foot. Roll down till you're lying all the way back down again. Palms along by your side. Squish your weight into the ball on your left, and then start from here again. Start to roll your hips up. Push your hips up until you can feel that stretch for your hip flexors, and then roll that back down. Exhale, curling up. And as you roll down, can you feel each vertebra as it touches the mat, like you're touching pearls to velvet? As you go through your next few, can you imagine bearing all of your weight? Don't do it yet, but imagine bearing all of your weight into your left leg, letting your nervous system know, priming it for what's about to happen. And try 3, and down. Here's 2, and down. This time, keep your hips lifted and feel that sensation of your ribs pushing down until your hips can push up, glutes and abs opposing each other. Squish your strong arms into the floor. Weight the ball with your left leg, and then either hover your foot or lift your leg all the way up and tap it down. Remember that you have the variation of putting your fists underneath your sacrum, or even just laying all the way down. At any point, you're going to feel this work, and they're all fantastic variations. Just try 6, like this. Here's 2. Keep your leg lifted. Try to even out your hips. It's okay if they're not going to go completely even. You're going to be fine, I assume. And then extend that leg up long to the sky and start to pull your left heel towards your butt. Feel that you have a left hamstring. And since it's a dorsiflexion, let's say dorsiflex your foot. Oof. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll that back down. And now a nice thing is happening again. Set the ball to the side. Hook the band onto your foot again, this time on the bottom of your foot. And then flex your foot and push into the band and let that go. Remembering that the goal isn't to try to pull your toes to your face. What if it's to feel the back of your leg as it tries to stretch up to the sky, like you're yawning from the inside out? Give that another try, and maybe even just push like a great yawn. Extend your right leg out. Hold on to the tails now with your opposite hand, like a strong bicep curl, pulling down to the floor. Attach your ribs, super glue them back down to the floor. Keep your right wrist where it is as you circle your left leg out, around, and up. With a band this small, it's unlikely that you're going to get a big range of motion without breaking the band. But really, this is just to centrate your thigh bone, your femur, into your hip joint. Try 3. Switch hands, go the other way. Let's go 6. 1. Take your other foot, your right foot, and now put that on the bottom of the band so that your left foot is once again in the top of the band, and stretch your right leg out. Flex both feet sharply. Variation 1, head on the floor. Variation 2, tuck your chin to your chest. Lift your head and shoulders up. Look forward and everybody reach your palms long by your side. Start to pump your arms again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5. 3, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5, 5. Exhale. So we've just done our hundreds, that's all of them. And from here, press your palms all the way down to the floor. Zip your belly in, or interlace fingers, or bring your head all the way to the ground. Rock the shape of your legs. In, hold, and release. Little rock and release. And exhale can really help this action, and you might even do a little ugh. See what that does. Go 6. If you got rid of the band, fine. 4, keep pushing your strong arms down if they're down. 2, and 1, keep the shape of the band. Hold on behind your left thigh. Curl your chin in, and now just start to rock and roll. Scoot yourself back if you're on a rock. The weird things about working outside. And now can you start to control that movement? Pulling your strong feet in. Reclaim your flex if you've lost it. And controlling up and down. Try a range of motion that works for you. So if you curl back and you start to get stuck, curl right up from there, letting your nervous system know where your point of control is. Try 3. I'm sure it's unprofessional for me to be getting distracted by the more than human world, but I really appreciate their presence. And 1. Get rid of the stretchy band. We've primed your whole nervous system for this action of a pistol squat, but I want to do one more thing to prime, and I think I did this on the right side and forgot it on the left side. So from here, put the ball underneath your left foot and give it a good squish, squish, squish. Keep squishing as though you could bear all of your weight on this left leg. Not the ball, don't worry. Try 6. 3, 2, 1. Take the ball now behind your right foot. Your right calf and thigh, and pull them together really strong until you can feel your hamstring start to work. Hold on behind your thigh and extend your right leg out. Find that rocking and rolling, but now get a lot more momentum in the shape. So almost losing control. And some of you are going to stay right here. Some of you are going to get rid of the ball and you're going to throw yourself forward until you can try and bear some weight on this right leg. And you might start by using your fingers. Before, when we were controlling the movement and stopping, this is the opposite. Go and throw your weight forward. And some of you are going to start to put more weight until maybe you could eventually even stand up. Let's play with this a few more times. Feel free to get super frustrated. I hope you're enjoying the sound effect. Play, let's say 5 more times. And what is it like to be okay with being not good at it for a little bit? Try twice more. Oh, that's why you have a squishy butt. Last one. Oof. All right. Now side one for our pistol squats. However it went for you is perfect. Let's try the other leg. So bring the ball back behind your left calf and thigh. Pull that shape in with your strong muscles. Lean back, lift your right leg up. Flex your feet. I think I pointed them last time, but flex them. Start to rock back, and now throw your weight forward as you pull your heel to your butt. Throw yourself. Some of you are going to stay right here. Some of you are going to get rid of the ball and throw your weight and start to try to bear weight on this bent knee leg. Totally okay if you test the waters by putting your hands down, but don't start to rely on your hands. Rely on momentum until you can start to push into your leg and stand up. If it happens today, great. If it doesn't, you are still a good human, I assume. Push. Let's try 5 more, whichever way it goes for you. Oh. Last 2. Ooh. And last one. Ooh. Come back to lying down. Take the stretchy band around both feet. Give it a little tug. I was hoping that'd be the middle-aged man in lycra, not quite. Let your whole body go soft into the earth. Longer, slower, sweeter breath in. And let it go. And put your feet on the ground. And let your knees windshield wipers side to side. And maybe your head starts to roll along for the ride. And you could even reach your arms out like they're saguaro people. When you're ready, rocking yourself up. Bring the soles of your feet together without using your hands. Take your tippy fingers in front of you. As you inhale, arch your spine. Exhale and just go slack. You've done this for quite a while. Do the opposite. Inhale. Go slack. Inhale. And soft. And then brace your hands to the insides of your legs and arch one more time. Turn that into a great big yawning movement. Let it go. Let me know how it went for you, and let's see what everybody else in the community found with it. Thanks.